Why? You forgetting to change that. Oh, I keep forgetting to change it. Keep forgetting to change it. I need to y'all ready to catch a swordfish? I am. I was ready to do it about 5 hours ago. The swordfish! Yeah! It's just like the final song. Only there's no music, it's just, you know. Swordfish, my favorite. Yeah! Fish! Strength and perseverance. We carry on. We become better than ourselves a moment before. That's the way a drill works.
Commencing.
I'm the fish. Let's play a demo of the game that I uploaded, and I swear to God, the one vending machine looks like the one from this game where 2B and 9S come out of. I wouldn't be surprised.
Catch lost.
I could not see or hear shit. I have to be a little closer.
Catch. Report. Purpose unknown. Report. Fresh. Fresh. Report failed. Report fresh.
I just wanted you to know, it turns out I won't be crashing at your place Saturday night as I cannot even drive myself there now and have to carpool. My shitbox is on its last wheels and can't make that long of a drive. Shh. Yeah. I was kind of looking forward to seeing you. Damn, but I know how that is, like...
Detected.
What's I gonna say? We just took a trip to Erie a couple months ago, and my car should not have driven there. It was having this problem that my mechanic could not decipher. He finally deciphered it, and I still don't think I should have driven there on that problem. It can make the trip now, but it literally was not shifting gears. It was at a certain point it was having trouble shifting certain gears, so like the car would just fucking stall for a second while driving. It was really weird. I hate it. I was dealing with that for a while, but yeah, I know how. Damn. If we were free, we would go to the concert. Mine is unidentified, but it sputters and stalls, and I hear random popping noise. Ooh! Ooh. Yeah, it's not good. The popping noises, no. Yeah. I've definitely been familiar with car issues. More than what I just described. I've had
no response.
4 cars in my life. I've had the privilege, luck, and blessing of having 4 cars. I have not had the luck or blessing in the experience of having those 4 cars. First car was great. The city of Wilmington in the state of Delaware was not great to my car. Sounds like a monkey paw wish. Yeah, I mean...
Report. Success. Complete. Commencing.
There's gotta be a place where I don't have to adjust the camera every single goddamn time I cast a goddamn fucking shit line! Meanwhile, I've just been recording a shit ton of Pokemon ZA and Digimon TS, and expecting I'll not finish either of them until halfway into November. Nice. I may be recording a video on TikTok about Pokemon ZA and some of the negative press it's been getting. I have a whole script written out. It's probably going to be the highest effort thing I've ever recorded in my life. And it's really not much. But, I am going to have to finish the game before I feel, really okay posting it.
Report failed.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. No, wait. It's when I catch the fish, it changes the camera. Fuck. I would recommend not putting off side quests. Do all of them before you go main quests. Oh, that's probably going to be a given. We haven't really
Report success.
hit the side quest yet, but
Complete.
try facing this direction, maybe.
Commencing fishing.
9S, buddy. I'm gonna wring your entrails out. How about you fucking aim correctly?
Commencing fishing. Complete.
Destruct 9, show him his boss. These fucking...
Complete.
Close, literally right about to unlock them and get free away of the city. I know. I know.
Commencing.
And see, that doesn't work either, because it's fucking... It's just point... It's just... Okay. It's... Nothing's gonna make it easy. We're just kind of gonna have to live with it.
Commencing fishing.
You're lucky you weren't here for the beginning of Arceus. Me and Bree, we spent 27 hours in the first area, and then when we were done with that, we unlocked so many
Catch
quality of
lost.
life and fast travel functions and shit.
Fishing.
We spent more time than we needed to in the first area.
Fight detected.
Pro tip, that's not a swordfish. I still gotta get a swordfish. I'm not exaggerating about the 27 hours. I can look it up. I'm like reasonably certain it was 27 hours.
Report success.
Indrids die, but 9S keeps fishing. Why won't he stop fishing? Won't stop fishing until swordfish is there. Swordfish and machine swordfish. These are literally the rarest fish in the game.
Fight detected.
I have another fish that's almost as rare to catch, but...
Report success.
mean, there's two aspects to this. One aspect is in NieR Replicant, when the old man taught us how to fish.
Catch confirmed.
One out of two. When the old man taught us how to fish, it would cut away for like days, weeks at a time. We're experiencing what NieR went through. We're wearing his outfit. Alright? We're feeling his pain.
Success.
It would be funny if there was an ending that you got from fishing too much. The other aspect of this is giving 9S the proper time to mourn
Fresh.
and to reflect upon what just happened to 2B in the story. It's giving him proper time to calm down, unwind, stop being so angry at the machines. And when we come out of this, when we finally go into that tower, once we're done fishing, he's gonna be a new person.
Hypothesis. Garbage.
I've also unlocked a new nightmare. If the next big fish that I catch is a swordfish machine again, I'm going to curl up in a ball on the floor, probably.
Report. Success.
The reason you get that picture from my stream is because it's my Twitch header. I find it nice and calming.
Report. Failed.
Makes my mind happy.
Bite detected.
There is a God, and he hates me. He hates me! He hates me! The machine swordfish is rarer than the regular swordfish.
Report. Success.
Does it make you want to sniff Pokemon? Yes. Yes.
Report. Fresh.
There's some comments on Reddit and different websites about people who said they fished for 10 hours straight for some of the fish in this game. The RNG is so fucked. There's nothing you can do to, like, affect it or make it better.
Catch confirmed.
On the bright side, I have been watching. I started watching a guy play NieR by finding him randomly on TikTok. He was doing the final song on Dragon Guard 3. I was like, holy shit! What a legendary pull! Took him 206 tries to do it. But he was doing the whole NieR series, and I stuck with him. He's now approaching my position. I cannot continue after probably tonight's stream. I'm gonna check it out.
Detected.
Check out the VOD once it's done, but in watching, I have come up with some theories. Because I haven't gone over portions of the story again. So, what has been happening to the robots? They have become. It's like they're getting this virus. They're becoming mindless. Their eyes turning red. They're eating people. They're eating androids in particular. And the androids are getting viruses as well. Now, in NieR Replicant, the replicants were created to avoid the white chlorination syndrome, which was making people into Legion. Red eyes, mindless, kind of a hive mind a little bit, I think. I don't know. Now, the replicants don't have souls. They're not full human beings until they get combined
Success.
with their respective gestalts. The gestalts are the souls.
Report. Fresh.
Also, it's MERC. That is Merc. By the way. The gestalts are the souls. So that would imply that the replicants are unaffected by the white chlorination syndrome because they have souls. I mean, because they don't have souls. That's the thing. in this game, it is said that what was sent to the moon were
Flight detected.
I can read it. Hold on.
Complete.
The genes of gestalts and structural information of the remaining replicants. Alright, so if the point of the gestalts
Commencing fishing.
were because they were the souls, why were the genes sent there? Something that was discovered with the meso particles that came from the dragon was the ability to separate soul from body. Is this implying that the genes are the soul of the human body? That the soul is located in the genes? Either way, this knowledge is out there. It is archived somewhere. Here's the thing. Something we've been running into in this game is that the robots are becoming far more human-like. They're gaining emotion, they're waking up. The robots created androids. They were able to create a very human-esque creature. Technically, two of them. I mean, one of them created itself, but what if the white chlorination syndrome attacks humanity? What if the robots are becoming legion? They're becoming infected by white chlorination syndrome. Thing of note is right before the Yorha units go berserk in this path, in this section of the game,
Report failed.
a fog rolls in. Where the fuck did the aliens come in? Oh, they made the robots. What's up? Emil fought them. What's up? As far as I can gather, the aliens have little to nothing to do with anything. Which is funny. It's like they're there to fuck us up. Pretty much. Oh, but yeah, the birth of Adam and, by extension, Eve, it begins with what?
Continue.
It begins with a bunch of sentient robots coming together enacting very human actions, like having sex,
No response.
and like 100 of them coming together in a ball
I don't think that was the birth.
and making Adam.
I don't think that was the birth of Adam.
Adam came out of that.
It might have been one of his bodies.
Success.
No, he was born.
I understand that, but then how to kill the aliens thousands of years ago?
He wasn't talking like he killed the aliens.
Yes, he did.
He said the robots. They killed the aliens because he is a robot. He is of the robot species.
Oh, so you think he was born in front of you, and that the robots killed the aliens long ago?
Yeah, the robots killed the aliens years ago, and Adam and Eve were just relaying that information to us. And saying we killed the aliens because we, the robots, the machines, killed the aliens.
Okay, so the robots create Adam and Eve, right?
Yes.
Well, Adam, and then Adam creates Eve. And in that very short window of time, they take over the entire
Port. Fresh.
robot interface.
Yeah, they're immediately promoted to basically
Above.
admin status, yeah.
Okay. Seems like a very dumb decision, seeing as a lot of the robots were already discriminating against each other.
Well, the culmination, they were the culmination of what the robots' goal seemed to be. They seemed to be imitating humanity. That 9S made that observation. They're imitating humanity. They cannot imitate it in the terms of learning somehow.
They create something that can.
They created something that can learn. I think it is possible that they may have literally created humans. Because of the data that they have
Well-
on replicants and gestalts.
They created an android. They didn't create a human, they created an android.
Yes, Adam,
Adam
they
is
are.
an android.
Adam is hackable. No, Eve is hackable. We don't know if Adam is hackable.
Yes, but they created an android. It's in a similar way as we're creating dire wolves. It's not really a dire wolf. It's a wolf with edited genes.
But
So it's an android made of robot.
are you going to watch the anime after playing through the game? Yes, we're actually in a good position where we're between two big animes. I want to put the anime
Oh yeah, we can do that.
soon.
That's just fucking wild.
What?
Okay. I love this game. I love this story.
Yeah.
How in the flying fuck do fish repair themselves?
Light detected.
Oh, they're not repairing themselves.
Exactly. So how are they still around?
Well, 9S actually comments at the beginning of the game. He's like, oh, a bunch of wildlife are returning for some reason. We don't actually know.
Okay. So, like, the robotic fish are disappearing.
A machine life form resembling a swordfish, vastly more powerful than its real-life counterpart, this creature is not an easy catch, making it a popular target among fish fanatic androids. There is a fish machine here.
The fuck? That was so tiny.
A machine life form resembling a koi carp. It is surmised that fish machine life forms were created to scare away the real fish mankind used for food. They look very much like the native species, so whoever made them did their job well. Fish machines are also extremely aggressive, which help deal a huge blow to the ecology of aquatic life on Earth. Once they had fulfilled their purpose, all maintenance was stopped, but they still managed to adapt to and thrive in their environments. As a result, current species are no longer hostile towards androids, and instead concentrate on not dying much like any other animal. In contrast to land-based machines, however, their databanks are no longer synced, so the evolution of their intelligence has pretty much ground to a halt. Many machine fish have formed symbiotic relationships with natural ones, allowing them to consume the sessile organisms on their bodies, such as moss and barnacles, in exchange for protection. With natural fish performing their maintenance, machine fish now live lives which are the exact opposite of what they were designed to do. In recent years, new ecologies have been observed as a result of such symbiotic relationships. Some, for instance, have formed colonies in order to protect themselves, leading to increased aquatic life across the planet. Of course, the current ecology is quite different from when mankind still inhabited Earth, but the sheer quantity of fish is sure to be a surprise once they finally return from the moon.
No shit, because they're not there killing them.
However, there are even bigger changes afoot. With no new fish machines being created, they are predicted to go extinct sometime over the next 150 years. Scientists are greatly interested in what may happen to the original native fish when they lose their mechanical protectors.
Okay, so maintenance stopped, and technically the repairs that the natural fish are doing is probably cleaning and stuff like that. Because they can't solder. Fucking hell. Metal is being repaired by fish. So it's most likely cleaning they repaired. Okay. Oh, they are definitely gonna go extinct. And fast.
But something I'm thinking is if we follow the logic of the robots being affected by the syndrome, Eve started changing. He turned black, and his eyes went red.
Oh, do you think Adam and Eve were infected?
Do I think what?
Adam and Eve were infected.
Possibly.
Because Adam, at the very end, completely whole body's black.
No, Adam, he was just stabbed to death.
No, Adam. That wasn't Adam, that was Eve. It was the younger of the two.
Yeah, Eve was the one we fought at the end.
Eve? The younger one is the one you fought at the end?
Yeah.
I could have sworn that was the older one.
No, the older one, he got glasses, and we fought him in the copied city when we were saving 9S.
Oh. I didn't realize that was the older one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But...
So Adam was scientific and wants to murder all the humans that don't exist on the moon.
he was obsessed with hate.
Yeah. He thought that's how you live, right?
Yeah.
How you know you're alive.
But if gestalts are souls, and souls are genetic code, and that code was saved somewhere, that information was saved somewhere, the robots could have created beings with souls.
Yes. So could have the androids. Because remember, the androids have robot parts.
Yes, the androids are made with
Robot
the
parts.
black boxes, which are made with robot parts.
But who's to say that that's the only robot part? Not only that, but the robots have personalities. Thoughts, feelings, discrimination. They have all of it. Both sets of species are very human-like. So would that souls thing be in both life forms? And the code for the personalities could partially be that.
I think the implication might end up being that the genetic code doesn't really matter, and that the effort to become more human, the end result is making them human.
Oh.
And humanity
Okay.
isn't based on...
Kind of like the replicants had no soul, but they still became human.
Yeah. And for
They
that,
weren't supposed to.
they are dying because this world is infected.
And infected for all humans. Because they've gone hundreds of years without being infected. Hundreds.
Because also...
Thousands, actually, right? The androids?
Yeah.
This war's been happening for thousands of years.
I think it's 10,000 years, possibly?
Yeah, because
Or at least 3,000 or 4,000.
Neil fought thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
So this war's been going on for a while.
Report failed.
But at the core, the white chlorination syndrome has magical properties. It came from a world of magic.
Yeah, it's not a genetic and scientific thing, it's a magical thing. There's different laws and stuff that go with that, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Fight detected.
Okay. So this has happened for thousands of years, and the Yorha units are new. They're newer.
Yeah.
And it's the Yorha units that have lost their minds. And got infected first.
What they're calling what the Yorha units
Catch
have
confirmed.
is they're calling it a logic virus. They haven't quite explained as to the
That
meaning
sounds
behind
human.
that. Yeah.
That sounds very human. Like how he just stands there with his arms crossed as he's fishing. Okay. Do you think the first infection that you read about, which one was that? Was that a Yorha unit first? Or was that the Rebels first?
I think it was the rebels first.
Okay. But I wonder if that was the very first instance of it happening. Because that would indicate that the Yorha units came down for the very first time, and then one of the rebels got infected. Or, no.
Maybe the Yorha units were sent because they knew the androids that were on Earth were going to start to exhibit human features.
Okay. Who hacked who? Yorha hacked into somebody? Or Rebel hacked into somebody?
The Yorha units saved the rebel that got infected, but
Okay.
they weren't
So
able
they
to.
hacked Rebel after the Rebel had already got infected. Okay.
Yeah, and they stopped the infection, but they weren't able to.
But it immediately
remove it.
evolved, yeah. My thought process was Yorha unit is different than Rebel unit, kind of thing. And because of that, whatever is in the Yorha units is different fundamentally. And maybe that would start it off.
Mm.
Because I don't think we've heard about another Rebel unit, right? They haven't lost it yet, right?
Catch.
Yeah.
It's just your maintenance. Except for that one story. The entire base got shut down. Fuck you. I'm awake now. I was gonna go to bed.
Hypothesis.
Oh, what time did I have to wake up tomorrow?
About 8.
Jesus Christ.
You done eating, or?
She was eating when I came home. I should go to bed though. I dealt with some plants, I dealt with some of the table, and I dealt with the side table.
Yeah.
Not completely on any of it, but
Catch lost.
a pretty good amount. Like I figured some things out that I'll do tomorrow. Where do these guys have to go? They don't even have to come in the house, do they?
I mean, they're gonna come to the door. I'm gonna show them to the basement and where the furnace and everything is, and we're gonna go up and clean the chimney.
Report. Fresh.
Hey, I didn't miss anything. Nope.
Not at all.
I caught a machine swordfish. I just have to catch the real one. Well,
You've been machine one this whole time, so I'm wondering why you're so
I caught 2 of them actually.
Catch.
The rarest fish in the game. I caught 2 of them.
The regular swordfish is less rare than the machine one.
It is the second rarest fish in the game.
Jesus. Okay. Anyway. By the way, with that tower planter that I have, I do need to buy 2 more
Fight
things.
detected.
And I'm gonna wait till before I set it up kind of thing.
Hmm.
So probably in the middle of peak season I'll buy it.
Oh, we have to make sure to pick that up tomorrow.
Uh-huh. But they're turn things. So you sit them on it and then they turn. So along with the cement pavers and Jamil come in and leveling out the soil for me. That all has to get done this week.
What?
You're just staring,
Mm-hmm.
talking to you, and you just nothing. You just stare.
I didn't know I had to answer anything.
Common courtesy would have been to just say, "Oh, okay, sounds good, something." Not just flat out ignored.
I thought I did that.
No, you flat out ignored. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
I really do hope you fucking get the swordfish though. I'm done with it.
I won't be done with the fish one.
In this area, huh?
Yeah.
Give me a kiss. I'm going to bed. Fuck this shit. This is your cup of tea, though. You can't say shit. Alright, night, guys.
Report.
Good night.
Failed.
President Flame said goodnight. Okay.
Catch confirmed. Catch. Catch.
Dragon Guard 4 comes out, and it's just the most realistic fishing game ever created. We get like a Dragon Guard 3 level in the Dragon Guard 3 intro level trailer for it, and it's just a fishing game. With like NieR level story and everything, but
Report failed.
be the final boss is Dragon Guard gameplay.
Report success. Report success. Report fresh. Catch confirmed.
An idea. I don't know how good of an idea it is. I want to make this like mildly more interesting, because for the most part I just have to make sure my hand is on the X button. I can press it at a moment's notice.
Catch confirmed.
Huh? No, I don't know. There's no way for me to tell. There's no difference between catching a regular fish and the rarest fish in the game. Unlike in NieR Replicant, where there was actually a little bit of a strategy.
Report fresh.
It's like the most tedious shit. might have put that in the fishing.
Probably. But my idea is maybe there are some things that I can read out loud in Grimoire NieR. I might make this a little more in.
You good?
Yeah, drop the book. Yeah, the book is okay.
No response.
And there's a lot of wonderful visuals in here. I can't exactly share.
Report. Success. Report. Failed.
There's a song here. There's song lyrics here, but I don't know what the song is. Damn it!
No response.
Hang on. Oh yeah, that song. Well, it's not particularly incredibly interesting. I mean, there's an English version. I just tried to... I tried to click into the game on my other monitor. Playing the game on my PS5. Okay. Let me find something. Because I read a lot of this on stream when I played NieR Replicant. Like, I read the investigation report.
Hypothesis. Garbage.
Hey, the fucking chances in this game are insane. It has been so long since I caught that before. And I caught like 5 of them over in the carnival, whatever.
Catch confirmed.
NieR. Sex, male. Age, Act 1, 16, Act 2, 21. In Act 1, he was 5'2", in Act 2, he was 6 feet. Hair is silver, nearly white.
Catch.
Eyes are a grayish blue. So are mine, actually. It's 1. This incarnation of NieR is the protagonist of NieR Replicant and version 1.22. His father abandoned the family when NieR was very young, and his mother passed away when he was 10. These losses cause him to deeply cherish Yona, the little sister who is his only remaining relative. He's looked after by the other villagers, especially Popla and Devola.
Don't worry about me, I'm just shutting this fucking door.
Too loud?
You're loud as shit.
And earns his keep
Catch lost.
by doing odd jobs and fighting shades when the need arises. NieR is kind to everyone and accepts things at face value. This genial nature leads others to turn to him for help, and is a large part of the reason he becomes embroiled in so many adventures.
Fight detected.
Act 2. While half a decade of daily combat has left NieR sharper in both body and mind, the simple kindness of his younger self has been replaced by grim determination. His heart is filled with hate for the Shadow Lord,
Report.
who stole Yona away, and he now slays shades with an obsessive zeal in the hopes of exterminating them entirely. Though he treasures the friendships he has forged upon the battlefield, he still yearns to rescue Yona above all else. Key concept, brother and sister. The sorrow of losing his parents at such a young age must have left deep scars upon NieR's psyche. Despite his losses, he had to raise his sister like a mother and protect her like a father, and he soon came to thoroughly internalize those duties. Even considering her illness, one might view NieR as being overprotective of his sister, but this fails to account for the way her existence also protects him. Both NieR and Yona have embraced their roles in their relationship and come to depend on each other, and the strength of that bond is what allows them to maintain such independent and unwavering personalities. A warrior riven by loss. I'm on it. We're not going to lose anyone else. Yona. Captive light. It's just, I don't want you to hate me because of this terrible disease. Act 1, age 7. Act 2, age 12. She is 4'4" in Act 1, 5'3" in Act 2. Hair is gold-tinged silver, and her eyes are also bluish-gray. Been too long.
Catch lost.
Yona is the protagonist's only blood relative, appearing as his younger sister in NieR Replicant and version 1.22, and as his daughter in NieR Gestalt.
Success.
Yona has been in poor health since early childhood, suffering from illness and fever on a near daily basis. As a result, she typically spends her days in bed or on short excursions within the village boundaries. This makes it all but impossible for her to find friends her own age.
Report. Fresh.
Whenever she does interact with others, they are soon won over by her warmth, purity, and charm. Relation to NieR. Understanding that her ill health is a burden to NieR, Yona strives to do what little she can to be of use. However, her efforts often end up backfiring and causing him more difficulty than if she had done nothing at all. Yona enjoys writing emotionally supportive letters to NieR while he's off providing for them in distant lands. What she doesn't realize, however, is that the letters she sends ends up bouncing from one post office to the next, before ultimately ending up back in the family's own mailbox. many catches you've lost. I wonder if any of them was a swordfish. I will keep myself up at night if I think like that. That's cute. But Yona is that young? I thought she was in her early teens, at least after the time skip. No, in Act 2, she's 12. Also, can I get, to find a way to get, like, zoom in on my webcam or something? I mean, I have a thing for that. Let me pull the
Report failed.
thing back. No, I sent it out again. But
No response.
I didn't mean to send it out again. All right. God damn. But she's got a little. I don't know what that is. It's cool. She's got ow. Very pretty artwork. I don't see artwork of Yona very often. Had to show that off. Jesus, what have I done? We're just this dark now. I can like reset my webcam.
Fight detected.
There we go. Concept: the Black Scrawl. The Black Scrawl is a mysterious disease causing fear
Fight detected.
and panic as it rapidly spreads throughout the world. It is named after the black pattern resembling letters that covers the bodies of the infected. The disease's origin is unclear. It has no known cure, and it is invariably fatal.
Report. Purpose unknown.
Yona's contraction of the Black Scrawl changes NieR's destiny, as well as that of the world itself. In hopes of saving Yona from the corruption that is corroding her small body, he sets off on the desperate search for the sealed verses that are missing from Grimoire of Ice.
Success.
Heine. Heine. Very interesting. 5'8", 17. Hair is blue tinged silver. So Yona has a gold tinge to her silver hair. Kaine has a blue tinge. How the fuck does that even work? Her eyes are a deep violet. I don't think I realized that. Big fan.
Success.
Should have been paying more attention to her eyes. Hold up. Gotta get this artwork in there. I like it a lot. twin blades, dual nature. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive.
Report.
And there's a reason for your eyes, too. A warrior who hails from the area, Kaine is vulgar, crude, and voracious, antisocial to the extreme. Her words are frequently abusive, and even minor dissatisfactions are likely to be met with sudden violence. Though Kaine comes off as a beautiful woman, reveling in vulgar behavior, she was in fact born anatomically intersex, and grew up suffering abuse and discrimination because of it. Her reaction to that upbringing is part of the reason she dresses so provocatively. A shade named Tyron has managed to possess a portion of Kaine's body, leaving her in a half-human, half-shade state. While she despises this shade with all that she is, it is also the source of the incredible combat strength that belies her slim build. Relation to NieR. Kaine wears a lunar tear in her hair as a memento of her late grandmother. When she discovers NieR standing in her home, admiring the flowers, she immediately attacks him as a thief.
Fresh.
Leading to one of the stranger introductions in history. First, Kaine is guarded toward NieR, who is unaware of both of her unique conditions, but she gradually comes to trust him, and while her friendships with him and his companions do little to temper her foul mouth and rash behavior, they do serve as a source of great comfort. Key concept, shade possessed. Another reason Kaine wears revealing clothing is that shades abhor the sun. By exposing as much of her skin to the light as possible, she can slow her possessor's gradual corruption of her body. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's interesting. Others view her shade-possessed body with contempt and disgust, and even Kaine herself is repulsed by it. Nevertheless, she knows she won't be able to avenge her grandmother without the grotesque power provided by Tyron, so she protects the left side of her body from the sun in an attempt to care for her uninvited guest. And that's why she wears the bandages. Okay. Very interesting. I
Success.
never knew that. Emil. 4'9", age unknown. Huh. The wallpaper's playing music again.
Report. Fresh.
Age unknown, hair gold, eyes light violet. Very interesting.
Report. Fresh.
Showing so much artwork. It just hit me. Kaine is intersex, so she's a Fudanari. The hentai wasn't lying this time. Yes! Did you not know that? It was actually one of the first things I knew about NieR because of the fucking hentai community. They were... Back when NieR was first released, they were very, very happy that she had a dick. Very happy. I was too. But anyway. In the original NieR Replicant, you can actually see a more prominent bulge if you angle the camera in the right areas. But for the remaster, they kind of made it a little less prominent. There is also a short story in here about her jacking off. Anyway.
Fight detected.
Emil. Tears of stone. I'm sorry, it's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. Emil lives in a crumbling mansion on a hill in the southern plains. Alone save for a butler named Sebastian, he avoids contact with the outside world.
Fight detected.
Keeps his eyes covered with a strip of cloth at all times due to his ability to turn anything he looks at to stone. Kind and gentle by nature, Emil harbors strong feelings of guilt about his terrifying ability, and dreams of one day being able to see the world without petrifying it in the process. I love the game, but I never got into looking into the finer details. That and I don't explore communities of anything. Very fair. I hate fan bases, I hate communities. Especially the Pokemon community right now. Or the non-Pokemon community? I don't know. I'm liking Legends ZA. I don't really care what anyone else is on about. But, I can't confirm this. I've read this, somewhere. Supposedly, there is an interview out there where Yoko Taro did comment on the size of Kaine's cock. I've yet to find that interview. I'll let you know if I do. Anyway, back to Emil. Relation to NieR. In an attempt to help his master, Sebastian uses Yona as an intermediary to arrange a meeting between Emil and NieR. When the group immediately accepts Emil despite his power, it's been too long. Okay.
Catch lost.
The young man is filled with gratitude, so when a group of shades attacks NieR's village, Emil sets aside his own worries and races off to warn his new friends. He admires NieR for maintaining the hope and vitality he cannot.
Fight detected.
He sees Kaine as something of an older sister, especially since she possesses a similarly cursed ability. Petrifying eyes. Key concept. Emil's eyes turn everything they behold to stone, be it animals, humans, or shades. How did a young man come to possess such dangerous power, and why does he not appear to have aged when NieR reunites with him after 5 long years? The answers lie in a laboratory hidden deep beneath his mansion, where the group finds disturbing records of experiments perpetuated in the name of humanity. These pages are very thick. Number 7. Experimental weapon number 7. Male, age unknown, 4'4". And
Catch lost.
this is he. A magical abomination. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die. This experimental magical weapon from a bygone age conceals great mysteries within a small frame.
Fight detected.
Every time I see a big fish. Created as a failsafe to stop the more powerful experimental weapon number 6. He eventually uses his abilities to petrify number 6 and seal off the underground facility beneath the lab. After a hard-fought victory, number 7 absorbs the powers of the revived number 6 and is reborn as the ultimate weapon. Though initially distraught over his hideous skeletal body, the trust and support of NieR and Kaine cause his characteristic positivity to return. Relation to NieR. While Number 7 remains sensitive about his appearance, he continues to inspire his companions with his upbeat attitude, serving a role akin to the party mascot. With the newfound ability to reverse his petrification, as well as command of other powerful magics, he also plays a vital role in combat.
Catch.
Sadly, during their grueling battle with the Shades, Number 7 struggles to control his newfound powers and eventually unleashes them to catastrophic effect. Wedding ceremony. Key concept. Over the course of their journey, the party is invited to the wedding of an acquaintance in Facade. Unable to sleep due to his excitement over the ceremony, Number 7 giddily expounds upon his love of weddings to NieR. As Grimoire Vice brings their late-night chat to an early end, Number 7 reveals that his feelings on the issue are more nuanced than any had previously assumed. Emil was in love with NieR. That is the implication. If that wasn't immediately apparent in the game.
Catch confirmed.
This fucking basking shark. Oh my god. Devila. Female, appears to be 24, 5'3", hair is a red-tinged chestnut, eyes are a pale blue-gray. Voice of the Ancients. You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting.
Catch.
There's also some rare artwork, to be honest with you. Let me just move this up a little bit. Move this down. Yeah, that works. Okay. Looking at Deborah. Devla is one of a pair of twins who live in NieR's village. Energetic and quick with a quip, she loves music above all else and can often be found playing various stringed instruments
Fresh.
at the village fountain and local tavern. Yet despite spending so much time in taverns, she has a surprisingly low tolerance to alcohol. Devla's lifestyle gives her access to a wide variety of rumors, making her the center of information for all the nearby towns. She and her sister Popola, who serves as the village leader, have an intensely loving relationship and support each other wholeheartedly. Relation to NieR. Along with Popola, Devla looks after the orphan NieR and Yona. In an attempt to help NieR find work, she gathers information about the villagers and travelers who come to see her perform, and introduces him to any who need assistance. With NieR being away so frequently, Devla often visits Yona and teaches her new songs to sing. NieR and Yona consider her and Popola to be true friends they can always count on. Song of the Ancients, key concept.
Report. Success.
Devla is fond of a tune known as the Song of the Ancients and can often be heard humming it. She explains the meaning of the song this way. There's this terrible black book that shows up and starts spreading disease all over the place. But then this white book appears and saves the world and everyone's happy. You know how it goes. After learning more details about the legend from Popla, NieR embarks on a quest to find the sealed verses, accompanied by the white book referenced in the song.
Report. Fresh.
Hard to say, but I think Devla is my favorite of the two, but it's hard for me to pick since I like redheads. Yeah, I like Devla. I think I like Devla more than Popla. Devla's got that, she's got that spice to her. Here's Popla. Of that little slip of skin in the skirt. Appears to be 24, 5'3", red tinged chestnut, pale blue gray. Protector of hope. And for the love of everything, be careful. Popla is a bright and beautiful woman who runs the library in NieR's village. Serving as a sort of unofficial mayor, she is widely esteemed by the other villagers. She lives with her twin sister Devla, who she cares for deeply, and helps to look after the fellow sibling pair of NieR and Young. Popla has a calm and gentle nature. Her voice is every bit as beautiful as Devla's, and when she's in high spirits after drinking, she can occasionally be talked into singing duets with her sister. Relation to NieR.
Fresh.
Between her job running the library and her familiarity with everyone in the village, Popla is an excellent source of information. As the first person NieR turns to for help, she's always happy to provide sage advice, whip up medicine for Yona, or brainstorm the next step in the quest. In fact, it is Popla's guidance that sends NieR to the Shadow Lord's castle as he searches for a cure to the Black Scrawl.
Light detected.
Together with Devla, she helps to care for Yona while NieR is away. And the girl has grown quite fond of her as a result. Key concept, the library. The library that overlooks NieR's village is a repository of ancient knowledge, as well as the pride of the town. Bookshelves line every wall, and a rarely opened door leads to a hidden area beneath. Another room gradually fills with replicas of shades and other beings that NieR has encountered before. It's truly a building of mysteries. The library is also a paradise for those who possess a thirst for knowledge. Much can be learned about the old world from its books and their readers, including one villager who claims something terrible came down from the sky and turned the world into a metropolis of salt.
Report. Failed.
He considers this to be a metaphor for the world sinking into the sea. Grimoire Vice. Sex male. Age unknown.
Catch confirmed.
He is 12 by 9 with a depth of 2.8 inches. His weapons are magic and verbal abuse. Tome of Arcane Wisdom. Blood is sound, sound are words, and words are power. Is this my memory? Our vice is an ancient tome who was sealed away in the Lost Shrine after being roughly awakened by NieR. The two agree to work as a team. While Vice understands human speech and possesses great knowledge, he remembers little of the past, perhaps as a result of the harsh manner in which he was roused.
Catch lost.
With our Vice at his side, NieR is able to wield powerful magic. Vice also offers blunt opinions to the pliable NieR, serving as his primary advisor. According to Popla, if NieR is able to retrieve all the sealed verses,
Catch confirmed.
The floating book may be the key to curing the Black Scrawl. Times Grimoire Vice, or simply Vice, as NieR annoyingly refers to him, scolds NieR like a disapproving father, but at other times the two seem more like good friends enjoying a laugh together. Ultimately, they forge bonds of understanding on the battlefield and become staunch partners.
Catch confirmed.
As NieR's journey begins to look like they're following a path someone has laid out for them, Grimoire Vice starts to harbor doubts about the mission. Nevertheless, he makes no effort to interfere with NieR's chosen decisions. Concepts. The Grimoires. While 13 grimoires exist in the world, only 2 were given the power to comprehend human speech: Grimoire Vice and Grimoire Noir. While much of Grimoire Vice's origin remains shrouded in mystery, one wonders what sort of power he could gain if all the sealed verses were assembled, and for that matter, how he came to be locked away in the Lost Shrine to begin with. Oh, shit.
Fight detected.
Facade. Masked sovereign seeking freedom. We shall never forget the debt we owe you, no matter how hard the times. Such is the way of the masked people. Act 1, age 10. Act 2, age 15. 4, 3, and 5, 9, respectively. Red-tinged silver hair and pale blue-gray eyes.
Detected.
I have so much money. I'm gonna have so much money. I'm never gonna need any more money again. Alright? I'm not gonna need any more.
Report. Success.
Need any more. If there's an achievement for having money in this game, I'm gonna get it. This young king leads the masked people of the desert. Born and raised in a city bound by over 100,000 rules, he comes to hate being restricted by them, declaring that rules exist so you may know your freedoms. Though free-spirited by nature, he carefully considers the future of his nation and welfare of his people, earning their respect for his leadership. Relation to NieR. As a young prince, the King Facade sought to challenge the Baron Temple alone. When NieR and his companions found him struggling with the trial there, they quickly came to his rescue. Though seemingly reckless, his actions were necessary in order to claim the mask that would allow him to ascend the throne. He now considers NieR one of his few friends, and both invites him to his wedding and races to his aid in time of need. Concept. Mask. One of the masked people's rules states that they must wear masks at all times. These masks vary by occupation, and the sacred mask of a king can only be acquired by passing the trials of the Baron Temple, which royalty alone may enter. One who has passed the requisite trials and claim the king's mask will be acknowledged as the city's rightful ruler by both the masked people and foreign rulers.
Fight detected.
Hero. loyalty beyond words. And then someone told me, rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. Act 1, age 10. Act 2, age 15. 4-5 and 5-5. Hair unknown and eyes unknown. We do have artwork of both of them. Here's Farah. There's the king. Okay, we'll focus in there. Come on, buddy. That one fish I missed, it was probably it. That was probably it. Vera was neglected by her family and consigned at a young age to indentured servitude in Facade. Possesses a kind and open heart, as well as the resolve necessary to endure difficult circumstances. Does not speak, instead using hand gestures and body language to communicate with others. Empathizing with her fellow outsiders, Fira aids NieR and his companions when they find themselves unable to communicate with the masked people. Eventually, Grimoire Weiss was able to put her gestures into words, allowing NieR to understand her. Fira also idolizes Kaine and considers herself indebted to her after Kaine rescued her from a wolf attack. Concept. Rules. The ancestors of the masked people were a stern tribe who lived their lives in accordance to strict procedures. Over time, these procedures were codified into rules that must be followed to the letter. There are more than 124,000 rules at present, with more being added every day. Grimoire Noir, the Shadow Lord's companion who taketh and giveth. We grimoires exist to create in this world a new and just paradise. Also, question mark on the sex, male.
Report failed.
Grimoire Noir serves at the Shadow Lord's side and helps to power his ambitions. A counterpart to Grimoire Weiss, Noir is capable of human speech and commands powerful magic. Even more haughty and overconfident than Grimoire Weiss, Grimoire Noir acknowledges only the Shadow Lord as his superior. Therefore, he views Weiss as beneath him and sees him as nothing more than a means to enact their plan.
Report success.
Grimoire Noir strives to fuse with Grimoire Weiss and return the world to the way it is supposed to be. But even after stealing the sealed verses from NieR, he meets with an unexpected level of resistance, and his attempt to assimilate Weiss ends in failure. For while Noir takes great pride in his superior intellect, his calculations fail to account for the strength of the bond NieR and Grimoire Weiss
Hypothesis.
have forged on their journeys together. Concept. Tokyo. In the mid-21st century, salt falls like snow over Tokyo. There, Grimoire Noir speaks to a human, forms a pact, and grants the human his power. Dark magical spheres blast out from around them. Lances pierce the air. Enemies are torn asunder and smashed to the ground. And during it all, the face of the human who stands beside him strongly resembles NieR. I don't think I realized that was a pact. And in turn, I wonder. Because I don't think NieR gave up anything. Maybe it's not the same kind of pact. Shadow Lord, ruler of shades. Yona, I cannot live in a world without you. Again, a male question mark. The Shadow Lord is the absolute and uncontested ruler of the Shades. Though he takes a roughly human shape, he possesses superhuman powers such as the ability to fly, using wing-like growths on his back. Accompanied by Grimoire Noir, he wields powerful magic as he drives NieR and his companions to the brink of annihilation. After NieR assembles all the sealed verses, he is abruptly attacked by the Shadow Lord, who steals away the sister he loves above all things. Wrapped with regret over his failure to protect her and driven by a hatred of the Shadow Lord, he will not rest until she is back in his life once more. Key concept: Yona. Even as they slay untold numbers of the Shade subjects, the Shadow Lord shows little interest in NieR and his companions, and never again pursues them after taking Yona. This suggests Yona was his objective all along. But what possible reason could the Shadow Lord of Legend have for emerging at this point? And why would he desire Yona so? I'm getting tired, but I want to go for at least another hour. Ah. I don't know if I'll be able to read for another hour, but let's see how much further we can get. Tyrant, the Lurker. Kill him, feel the hate inside you. Tyrant is a parasitic shade infecting Kaine. He loves hatred.
No response.
Strife and violence, and is attracted to Kaine due to her heart being a swirl of such emotions. He intends to complete his takeover the moment her hatred ebbs and her mind and body weaken.
Report failed.
Thought that was a... Tyrant lurks in Kaine's body, continually corroding her. He takes great glee in basking in her heart's desire for vengeance as she seeks to avenge her grandmother. However, as Kaine and NieR travel together, the bond they form changes everything for Tyrant. All with Kaine, he begins to experience feelings other than anger, and finds himself taking an interest in these strange new emotions. Key concept, vitality. Whenever Kaine is wounded and begins to lose consciousness, Tyron's influence increases. He then uses a particular form of magic and vitality unique to Shades to heal her injuries. This suggests that the deeper the wounds Kaine suffers, the better the opportunity for him to complete his takeover. The darker screenshots in here have a texture to them. Very interesting. We have Louise.
Catch lost.
Next to her, we're going to read is Louise and the twins. These are the new characters for the remaster. Although Louise was, both of these characters, all three of these characters were part of short stories. So first we got Louise, the hopeful little mermaid. 4'5", hair is red tinged black, eyes are reddish black.
Fight detected.
Nobody ever helped me. He's the only one who was ever kind to me. He taught me what kindness is. Louise lives in a shipwreck that washed ashore the seafront. Incapable of proper speech, perhaps due to amnesia, she hates the sun and adamantly refuses to leave her home. Eventually, however, she comes to appreciate a postman who attempts to help her. He gives her the name Louise, a treasure she adores as much as the ribbon he also gives her and the song he teaches her.
Fresh.
When NieR encounters Louise in the shipwreck as he's investigating a string of disappearances in the seafront, Kaine and Tyron immediately regard her with suspicion, seeing NieR and his companions as an obstacle to getting what she wants. Louise reacts to their intrusion in an unexpected manner. Key concept, song. After Louise refuses the postman's gift of bread one day, he decides to teach her a song instead, one he picked up by listening to the humming of the old woman who used to live in the lighthouse. Although Louise loves the tune, her singing voice turns out to be much coarser than one would imagine considering her appearance. I should just leave it. Twins, administrators with answers. Welcome to the sea of humanity. Welcome to the cemetery of sin and punishment. Kaine encounters these twins at a particular point in her journey. Their gray skin and white hair suggest they are a form of existence that is neither human nor shade. They attempt to communicate in a strange manner of speech that includes completing each other's sentences. Alright, that's...
Report. Failed.
I just don't feel safe having that out there. While the twins are never seen in direct contact with NieR, they are quite familiar with him and his destiny. They are also fascinated by Kaine for exhibiting what they call a singularity signature. Concepts. Machines.
Unknown.
The twins possessed knowledge and prowess far beyond what their youthful appearance would suggest. Their diverse and powerful abilities include controlling robots, apparent invulnerability, and an ability to read the data of others. Who or what, exactly,
Report.
are these
Success.
so-called administrators?
Catch.
The Abyss of NieR, Part 1. A deep, spoiler-filled dive into the characters containing all the secret details that didn't make it into the games. Alright. Cheers to that, bud. This is gonna get interesting.
Catch.
You're fucking shitting me! I'm going to start... The rarest fish in the game. I've gotten 3 of them. I want the next less rarest fish in the game. My god. There's so many things I want to make happen in Minecraft right now. This Minecraft session is gonna go fucking hard, I'll tell you that much. Alright, let's get to the end. Let's... Gonna get interesting. Alright?
Report. Fresh.
Alright, alright. Alright? Oh, this is just starting out fucking crazy. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait. Okay. NieR AD 2053. This is the NieR
Purpose
at the
unknown.
beginning of NieR Replicant. The year was 2053. The dragon dropped on the Tokyo in 2003, so this is 50 years after that. Also, apparently in NieR Gestalt, for some reason, this is 2049. Because, you know, why not? Just a couple of years. Why did they need that specific... Why did they need to change the year by... What was it? 4 years? Just for Dad NieR? So weird. After the fall of the Red Dragon, the mysterious White Chlorination Syndrome begins to spread. The infected either turn to salt and die, or go berserk and begin attacking others. Out of fear for further proliferation, the Japanese government seals off the Shinjuku ward of Tokyo, the virus's epicenter. As a result, NieR and his sole living relative, Yona, are left to wander the Shinjuku dead zone. A starving and desperate NieR hears about a national emergency relief initiative that is providing food and medical treatment. However, this so-called relief initiative is actually a means of gathering subjects for a human experiment. Its true purpose is to locate a potential original Gestalt, someone who can survive the Gestalt process with their sentience intact. Of course, NieR and Yona do not know this.
No response.
No other options, NieR brings Yona to the relief facility, but instead of being given food and medicine, they receive a pair of strange books. These books are cloned copies of Grimoire Noir that make any human who touches them go Gestalt.
Catch.
Immediately suspicious, NieR waits and watches as the people around him touch the books, go Gestalt, and gradually lose control of themselves, or in the experiment's parlance, relapse. Realizing they have been deceived, NieR takes Yona and flees the facility. After NieR and Yona hide in an abandoned supermarket, they are discovered and attacked by a group of relapsed subjects. NieR is then forced to make a dire decision in order to protect Yona. And then the NieR we play as after that is from AD 3465. Or in Dad NieR years, 3361. But 3465, that is 1,412 years after the events of the original Gestalt experiments.
No response.
Protagonist has a doting and deeply protective relationship with Yona, and when she is infected with the Black Scroll, he and Grimoire Weiss embark on a quest to find the sealed verses and save her. While he's a fundamentally kind and cheerful person,
Report. Success.
the protagonist's perpetual focus on Yona tends to distract him from what's transpiring around him. He puts little importance on his own feelings, including barely noticing his own increasing attraction to his traveling companion, Kaine. In the original NieR Replicant in version 1.22, the protagonist is 16 years old. Yona is his younger sister, and the game is set in 3465. In NieR Gestalt, the protagonist is 38, the year is 3361,
Catch.
and Yona is his daughter. In the game's planning stages, it was conceived solely as a story of two siblings. The alternate story of a brawny father fighting to protect his daughter was born from considering market characteristics of the different hardware platforms. In both versions, the protagonist is the replicant NieR, who manages the physical body created from Gestalt NieR data. Gestalt NieR, who possesses only the soul of NieR, appears as the Shadow Lord, who takes Yona.
Confirmed.
I'm gonna have to go now, as apparently I need to wake up in 6 hours now. Aw, man. I know that sucks. 8, 7, 6. Yeah, me too. But I'm gonna keep going for another hour probably.
Confirmed.
But you get some sleep. Thank you for watching. Check out the VOD on YouTube or Twitch to see if I did anything after this. Probably not. But, alright. Take care. Have a good night.
Catch.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I am actually going to keep reading this page. But I'm probably going to close the book after that. Because I was mostly just
Fresh.
trying to entertain Yeah. Alright. The connection between the name NieR and the English word NieR
Fight detected.
can only be considered ironic when applied to a character whose body and soul, things typically inseparable, travel separate paths and ultimately end up as adversaries. This said, the player is free to change the protagonist's name if they so choose. If they make it to ending D and lose their memories, save data, they will no longer be able to use that name as long as they play with the same system data. Shadow Lord. Our protagonist has a doting and deeply protective relationship with Yona. When he chooses to undergo the Gestalt process in order to protect her, he is the first of all the numerous test subjects to successfully maintain his sentience. The World Purification Commission behind Project Gestalt immediately recognizes his stability as a specimen and dubs him the original Gestalt. Convinced the Commission will be able to reverse Yona's relapse after freezing her for 1,000 years, NieR agrees to provide his meso in exchange for her cold sleep treatment. His meso will allow others to similarly undergo the Gestalt process with their sentience intact, preventing further relapse cases. However, after the promised 1,000 years pass, NieR erupts in fury when he realizes there is no hope for Yona's revival. Not only is there still no means of curing relapses, the replicants had at some point begun to develop self-awareness.
Report.
He then decides to take matters into his own hands and reverse her relapse by reuniting the Gestalt, Yona's soul, with the replicant Yona body. Yona. NieR's sister Yona, or daughter in NieR Gestalt, begins to relapse when she touches Grimoire Noir and undergoes the Gestalt process.
Catch.
Because Gestalt Yona, where her soul resides, was preserved after the relapse had already begun, all replicants created from its data will invariably contract the Black Scrawl. Realizing that her relapse can never be reversed, the Shadow Lord decides to risk everything and return Yona's soul to her replicant body. Replicants were created. So some replicants were created from Yona's data. No, all of them, actually. Because all of them can contract the Black Scroll. Just because some of them eventually, some of them lasted a while, doesn't mean all of them didn't eventually. You get what I mean. Meanwhile, Popola and Devla, androids charged with supervising the replicants, sense the Shadow Lord's instability is causing an increase in Gestalt relapses. They task Replicant NieR with finding Grimoire Vice and the sealed verses so that they can activate the two Grimoire's systems before the relapses worsen. By using the energy released from the fusion of the two tomes, they can theoretically reunite all the remaining replicants safely with their souls. Yona's name comes from the book of Jonah in the Old Testament of the Bible. Ah, neat. The twins, Devil and Popola. The twins Devil and Popola play a central role in the town where NieR lives. Unbeknownst to anyone, they are androids created to serve a supporting role on the eventual day Gestalt's return to the replicant vessels. In the meantime, they perform functions such as creating new replicant bodies based on data extracted from Gestalt's souls, and restoring data from dead replicants
to their gestalts. Say that again. Unbeknownst to anyone, eventually the gestalts return to the replicant vessels. In the meantime, they perform functions such as creating new replicant bodies based on data extracted from gestalt souls and restoring data from dead replicants to their gestalts.
Report. Fresh.
So they were the ones that were keeping the replicants alive perpetually. And then we killed them. Which probably did not spell a good outcome for the world, considering the Black Scroll was not really solved.
Report. Fresh.
At least not entirely. Though they have been managing replicants for over 1,000 years, they eventually lose control of the Shadow Lord. When this happens, they initiate a new plan to forcibly return all surviving Gestalt souls to the replicant bodies, in accordance with the objectives programmed into them by the World Purification Commission some 1,300 years prior.
Hypothesis. Garbage.
As androids, Devla and Popla are not supposed to be capable of emotion. The same is true of replicants, and yet over the long centuries, replicants began to develop human-like feelings and live human-like lifestyles. Devla and Popla eventually come to view the replicant chargers with envy, and slowly began emulating their shift towards self-awareness. However, they do not become conscious of the feelings burgeoning inside them
Fight detected.
until just before they are slain by replicant NieR. Their names were derived from a weapon called Devla Popola in the game Drakengard. This weapon was localized as Skald's Song in the English version. Advice.
Catch confirmed.
Grimoire Vice is the counterpart to Grimoire Noir, and it was designed to be a key component of Project Gestalt. Grimoires Noir and Vice were programmed in such a way that if the sealed verses were acquired and the two books fused together, a large amount of power would be released. Power that could be used to forcibly reunite Gestalt souls with replicant bodies. Unfortunately, Grimoire Vice's memories became jumbled when replicant NieR violently knocks him awake at the Lost Shrine. As a result, he spurns the request to fuse with Noir, despite subtle and not-so-subtle hints from Popla, Devla, and the Shadow Lord, and chooses instead to side with the replicants. His name comes from the German word for white. He is capable of speech because he contains a human gestalt, and has been covered with a magical coating so strong it prevents him from getting wet while submerged in water. One could even throw him in the laundry if they removed his decorative elements first. So this is a very interesting development. The idea that
Hypothesis.
if they fused, the power could have been used to restore humans. But the key word there is could have. Grimoire Noir was not saying very nice things. Probably fueled by the Shadow Lord, who did save him. And
Report. Success.
I think the general message was very clear when it comes to how Yona reacted to being combined with her original soul. There were two souls in that body. A new soul had been created. And she was just like, I can't take
Catch confirmed.
this young girl's body away from her. I can't take her brother away from her. It's basically her time is done. And I think that's the general consensus. The message here is like, the humans, unfortunately, they're dead. It's all the replicants now. I mean, the replicants are falling apart. The greater good is restore the souls to the bodies. Because otherwise the bodies are just going to keep dying and not reproducing and all that. But the more immediate conundrum is, how do you tell all these people just, you know, alright, you're done, get out. It's time for the original people to come back. How do you do that? Guess we'll never find out, but I don't think it would have ended very well, judging on how it happened with Yona. Very interesting conundrum. Very interesting philosophical questions. NieR.
No response.
A grimoire designed to be the counterpart to Grimoire Vice, Grimoire NieR eventually forges a pact with the Shadow Lord, Gestalt NieR, who is effectively the leader of the Gestalts. His goal is to fuse with Grimoire Vice and restore all Gestalt souls to the replicants. His name comes from the French word for black. Like Grimoire Vice, he contains a human Gestalt. Kaine, the game's heroine, dresses in extremely feminine clothes due to being bullied as a kid for being born intersex. She reveres her grandmother Kali, who is the only person in her life to fully accept her and treat her as a woman. In fact, Kaine's vulgar speech and behavior were both heavily influenced by her grandmother. So specifically, her clothing, it is meant to be, like, it is meant to be overtly feminine, or at least to overtly emphasize her feminine features. When the elderly woman is murdered by a shade, Kaine is seriously wounded while attempting to defend her, which allows a shade named Tyron to possess half of her body.
Catch confirmed.
This gives her strength far beyond that of a normal human, as well as the ability to understand the speech of shades, human gestalts, but also makes her the victim of further persecution. Kaine initially feels her sole purpose in life is to use her shade power to avenge her grandmother, but meeting the indefatigable replicant NieR causes her outlook to change, and after achieving her revenge, she chooses to keep fighting on behalf of her new friend. At first, Kaine views NieR as little more than a traveling companion, but after being restored from her petrification, she finds herself becoming more interested in him as a man. Incidentally, the impetus for Kaine being intersex came from a pitch that director Yoko Taro received from a woman on the development staff at Kavia, who proposed that the heroine be male.
Report. Success.
The Japanese kanji characters for her name are Kai and Ne, the first meaning destruction and the second meaning sound, which the development staff seem to have come up with without any particular external inspiration. Perhaps Kaine, who can hear the speech of shades, hears their death screams as broken sounds, or maybe she hears the sounds of herself breaking. Tyron is the gestalt of another human who lives in Kaine's body.
Report. Purpose unknown.
He feels perfectly at home in her deeply traumatized soul, and exploits her weaknesses so he might one day seize full control of her person. When Kaine is severely wounded and at the brink of death, he manages to briefly put this plan into action. The replicant NieR and Emil are eventually able to subdue him.
Fresh.
Despite being a Gestalt, Tyrant finds himself growing intrigued by replicants after being exposed to the jumble of emotions within Kaine's heart. Feelings such as her hatred of Shades and her love of NieR.
Success.
But if Tyrant can succeed in taking control of another person's replicant, it suggests the possibility of a dramatically new direction for Project Gestalt.
Catch confirmed.
His name comes from a German word meaning tyrant. Again, very interesting. The suggestion that the souls can take over any body they really want. Grandma Kali. Kaine's grandmother Kali was a rough and vulgar woman, but she loved Kaine from the bottom of her heart and would do anything to protect her. Some of the ways she showed her love included giving Kaine feminine clothing and a legendary lunar tear to wear in her hair. Ultimately, Kali was crushed by a shade and died as Kaine watched helplessly. Her name in the Japanese version is Curly. She was named for one of the Lost Boys who lived with Peter Pan. Ah. That's kind of a... That kind of ties into some of the bosses that were named after fairy tales. Peter Pan, the shade that kills Kali is named Hook. No!
Complete.
Fuck! I missed one. God damn it!
Commencing.
So psyched out that each one I miss could be the one.
Catch confirmed.
But we're gonna leave it there for the book. Bookmark where I am. Damn it.
No response.
And next time I have some viewers on the Sorry, stretching my arm. I'm also getting tired, so. Can't tell if the reading is keeping me awake or if it's failing to. But I learned some interesting things. I knew if I started reading this whole thing, I'd start learning some really interesting little details. I wanted to save it until after this game was done, but I don't think I read anything harmful.
Report. Fresh.
Another half hour to go. hate that. I really hate when it has a fish and you don't have any idea.
Bite detected. Catch lost. Catch lost. Report. Fresh. Catch confirmed.
So yeah.
Catch.
That's why I was doing those safety pulls. I was just like, it's been way too long. There might be a fucking fish on there.
Bite detected. Report.
Oh my god.
Fresh. Report. Fresh. Report. Fresh.
Oh boy.
Catch lost. Fight detected. Catch confirmed. Report.
Holy
Fresh.
shit.
Catch lost. Report. Purpose unknown. Catch confirmed.
Oh my Christ. Release me from this hell. Release me.
Catch. Fight detected.
Good lord.
No response. Report. Fresh.
Really Final Fantasy Online vibes. Yeah? So welcome, NieR. Welcome to the stream. You've joined on the, you know, you have joined on the least interesting part of this game. I am just fishing.
No response.
But major
Fight
happens.
detected.
I'm probably going to be just fishing for the next 20 minutes. Oh my god. Fishing is fine, friend. Fishing is fine.
Fight detected.
I have been fishing in this game for the past 8 hours? Not today, but collectively. Was the biggest catch you got? What you just saw is the biggest catch. But in terms of the rarest, I actually got the rarest fish in the game tonight. It is a machine swordfish. What I'm trying to catch right now is the regular swordfish, the non-machine version. It is only
slightly less rare
Purpose unknown.
than the machine version. Oh man. But that big fish that I just caught, I have like 15 to 20 of those at this point. Used to go fishing a lot with my father. What about you, my guy? When I was younger, I went on about 2 fishing excursions with the family. Love fishing in games. It's very relaxing to me. Not the best thing in the world for me nowadays because I often am very tired from work, so when a game relaxes me, it usually puts me to sleep, unfortunately. But, yeah, I never caught any fish in real life. I've always wanted to go back and try it. I saw my brother catch a fish once. 9S or 2B, which one do you like to play the most? Oh, it depends. And I definitely like, 2B is much easier to fight with. And plus she has that fun little feature when you self-destruct. So I like that a lot. But, with 9S, the hacking is so OP. And to be honest, in a lot of games, I do not care if the mechanics have made me OP. I will use them.
Success.
I will use them to my advantage.
Catch.
Wouldn't even necessarily say the hacking is my favorite thing to do. I'm not really a shmup guy. I'm pretty bad at them actually, but I'm pretty good with the hacking. I can do most of the levels. The one where the red boxes move around, that's pretty challenging. Actually spent a good amount of the stream reading some excerpts from NieR. It's the one viewer that I had for a while. But even that was getting me really tired. I'm not usually... Oh man. I usually have this under control lately. Haven't been this tired in a while. What should I call you, Shades? What should I call you, Shades? That fine? Yeah, Shades is fine. Shades is good. That is what I prefer.
Report. Fresh.
You may hear some of my friends call me by my real name on stream if you come back. It's Dave. But it's not a big secret. But yeah, Shades is fine. Am I playing on console? Yes, I'm playing on the PS5. It's the PS4 version. There's no PS5 version, but I'm playing on the PS5. Oh fuck, I didn't think I got it. I pressed square by accident. Oh man, I was gonna be so pissed. I've seen some people play on PC and I think the frame rate is a little better. I think some things are a little better, and obviously you can like mod the game. Which, honestly, at this point, for
For something like this, I probably would have modded the game to just get rid of this RNG hell. But
No response.
you know, I dug my grave. I'm hearing it, and I will dig my way out of it. Oh my god, I can't fucking believe it. Oh no! I got another one? I'm beginning to doubt that the swordfish is even here. I have four machine swordfishes. What is going on? That's devastating. I read Reddit posts of people who spend 10 hours trying to catch one particular fish. Been here for like 8. I've caught two machine swordfish. It's gotta be a better way, a better place. Swordfish. No, swordfish is right here. It's nowhere else. This is my only choice. Oh man. Yeah, I like having physical versions of games. I have a PC that can run pretty much anything, but I very often choose console versions of games.
Report. Purpose unknown.
Yeah, this is the only place you can catch a swordfish.
Catch confirmed.
Every time I see that shark, in my restless dreams, I see that shark. Basking shark. Oh my god.
Purpose unknown.
That's the second one of those I've caught here. Kind of baffled that I haven't caught more. Well, I mean, what's the rate? What's the rate for the machine heads here?
Report. Success.
Machine life form head. It's pretty low. But it's high. No, it's actually pretty rare for this particular area. So it kind of adds together. The logic is sound. Most of the time, though, for RNG stuff like this, stuff that is purely a time sink, I do tend to what is it? What was I saying?
The time sink, yes. I tend to not like it very much. I do whatever I can to get around it.
No response complete.
I did read that this does nothing. But I feel like what I need right now is a placebo effect. I need some kind of release here. I know there's a luck up. Drop right up. Sorry about that. In moments like this, usually when my webcam off, because that is a little bad look. Am I still fishing? Yes. Yes, I'm still fishing. I'm trying my damnedest. Chase died in that town to that damn disease fishing. It's true. I just raised the drop rate. I know it's not gonna help. I was told it's not gonna help, but I'm doing it. I'll take out your OS chip. Not right now. I got some machine swordfish and I haven't saved. It's the regular swordfish. But when we hit 3 hours, we're done. For the night, and then next time we come back and do some more fishing. This is the only time you can get the fish? No. I want to do the fishing now and get it over with. Before I continue the story. This is the only place that you can get the fish. Right here. Oh my god, it's been too
Catch
long.
lost.
Catch lost? Oh fuck.
No response. No response.
No response.
No response.
Catch confirmed.
Ah, bye, 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 bye. I just realized I didn't even... equip that chipset that I made.
Catch lost. Complete.
No response, like when Integra doesn't text me back. Who the fuck is Integra? Kill them. Eat their skin. That might help. Hope this helps. Eat their skin.
Commencing fishing.
Integra Helsing. My wife. Hold. What? What? What?
Catch.
Oh, this fucking lady. So, yeah,
Report. Success.
I agree.
Report. Fresh.
No!
Catch lost.
What the fuck? That was so quick.
Report. Success. Report. Fresh.
boy.
Hypothesis. Garbage. Report. Fresh. Catch. Catch confirmed. Report. Fresh.
Curious to know what game took up the most space on a PC, so I looked it up. Oh boy.
Report. Fresh.
It's a flight sim game. The min storage is 200 MB, while the recommended is 500 GB. Yeah, I might have my gigs messed up, whichever the higher one is. Jesus Christ!
Catch. Hypothesis. Garbage. Report.
God.
Fresh.
So fucking exhausting. What's the rate on the sharks? Gotta look that up. Sharks are like mid-range. The coelacanth and the two-face that I just picked up, they're pretty
Flight
fucking rare.
detected.
So is the machine lifeform head. They're almost on the same level as the swordfish. God, I wish I played this on PC so I could just skip this shit.
Report. Failed.
I hit 3 hours a while ago. Damn it. Well, that's it. That was another night of NieR Fishmata. And then next week for another 3 hours of fishing. We made progress. We got one of the 2 fish that I needed, so it's not a total loss. That's one of the 2 fish in this area. There's another area that has a pretty rare fish. And then there's another area I haven't even entered, but after the other area with the rare fish, the rest should be pretty smooth sailing. It should be. Can feed a whole village. Let's see how many fish we have. Wait, hang on. Let me equip my normal. And caught fish. I have 85 water fleece. That's kind of fucking insane. 30 basking sharks, 28 breams, 40 blowfishes, 40 breams, 40 tires, 6 life forms had. I'm done. I'm going now. I gotta stop. Can't even fucking speak. Teach a man to fish. Nobody should have taught me how to fish. They should remove that. They should remove it. Alright. Tomorrow is more Pokemon. I'm hoping to start, like, in the evening at the very earliest. I'm not going to get my hopes up that I'll start in the afternoon, but we took off of work for multiple appointments, and the appointments should be done pretty early, but we have other things to do. Fishing? No one's ever done that before. Remove the fish. But, alright. Well, have a good night. I'm going. More Pokemon tomorrow. Why?